the month of Valentine's, the month of love, extra love. And if you are an actor or actress, there is a vital element that I want to share with you today that I have found to be vital as a professional actress that has to do with you and your career sustainability, your career joy, your career success, and most of all, I think, your career confidence. And by the way, today's chat really is meant for everyone, even if you are not an actor or actress, but you're still joining in. Hello, welcome. The overall message and elements of today's chat can apply to anyone, any career. In case you don't know me, I am Vanessa Meadows V. Welcome. I've been acting for over 25 years. I started acting and performing when I was 3, and I have learned a lot along the way, as I'm sure many of you have as well. I have been
on the stage, screen, behind the camera, behind the curtain, filmmaker, dancer, singer, writer, blah, blah, blah.
That is me. I consider myself a creative, a storyteller. And along that journey, I have learned a lot. I have burnt out. I have come close to burning out. I have taken time off. I have had to really learn how to modify my career. And before the pandemic, I was actually hosting in-person workshops that were for stress and anxiety management for actors, because this industry is stressful, right? The rhythm, the people, the circumstances, the unknown, the fact that it tends to constantly feel like it's all on you, and the pressure and this and that, and there's no direct path. There's a lot involved. And stress and anxiety management can be so vital to helping you to stay more sustainable, increasing your joy and happiness and fun, increasing your success, and helping you, I think most importantly, to increase your confidence. Because when you have increased confidence, all the other stuff tends to follow. And you tend to be safer, which is really important too, especially in this industry. And how do we get there? Through self-love. It is Oscar nom season. SAG Awards just happened, Sundance just happened, and there's a lot of acting stuff that's sort of revving up. And given the fact that it is the month of extra love, I wanted to shower some love on my acting community to set you up for the new year, pilot season, all that stuff. So today I'm going to share with you some of what I consider to be the top acts of self-love that you can start using today and can use throughout your career to help you be more joyful, sustainable, more confident, more successful, all that stuff. And then at the very end, I almost forgot to tell you, I'm going to share with you what I consider to be the number one act of self-love that can truly change not only your life, but your acting life as well, because they're all intertwined, and I want you to feel good in both. So let's do it. Okay, so these are in no particular order. Leave early and show up early. But that doesn't mean get out of the car. That means sitting in your car, or sitting outside, or sitting in the bathroom. When you arrive early, like early, I'm talking leave an hour and a half early, leave extra early, depending on how long the distance is, because that's going to help set the tone for your audition, or for filming, or your photo shoot. Whatever it is that you are having to show up to within your acting career, it helps to set your inner rhythm. And you tend to control with your energy how certain situations go in your career, because so much of it is based on energy. And a lot of times people decide if they want to work with you based on the energy that they get from you, that rhythm. And when you leave early, it's going to help you and your brain, which we do talk about in the acting workshops and on my YouTube channel. We talk about how it operates under stress and anxiety and worry and panic and all that stuff. We can oftentimes show up in a state that is not as much a reflection of who we are or who we will be on the day of filming, say, if it's an audition. Leaving early gives you time to stop, drop, reset, take a moment, regroup, think about your lines, positive affirmations, however you want to use that extra time to your benefit. And then feeling good, feeling more confident, arriving with an energy that is more grounded and more like you, more focused. Talking about that inner rhythm, the industry is like this, right? It is so fast. It is a machine full of people in power positions perpetuating that machine. And as actors and actresses, we tend to feel as though we need to perpetuate that machine also, or we'll lose. And I'm here to tell you something that you probably know, but it's a great reminder, is that this career is more than a marathon. It is a long walk around the world through mountains and various terrain and situations and people. I used to rush so much, and it really led me to burnout. I always, as I talked about in a previous video on my channel, I tend to often feel behind because of a lot of the things that I've been through. And I know a lot of you have been through a lot too. Sending you legit love. I feel you here. I'm with you here and here. And as actors and actresses, it can often feel as though you're behind because you're either comparing yourself to other people where they are at, or comparing yourself to where you would be had you not had to deal with this thing or these things. And it can spark your brain to get up and go, hurry, hurry, hurry. And when everyone else around you is acting that way as well, it seems logical. Seems like that makes sense. You have to do it too, or else your entire point in being in this industry won't mean anything. It's just a waste of time. You gotta hustle, hustle, hustle. I used to be that way. I still feel that, you know, especially when you get an audition call or somebody needs something from you. It is abrupt, it is volcanic, it is instant, and it can really destroy the inner peace that you may have had living your life or, you know, having another acting experience. It's so disruptive. So one of the things that I'll just say today is going slow, approaching your career in a rhythm that is aligned with what you need to be sustainable, grounded, most like you, because you're going to need that. You're going to need to be able to rely on that. And if we constantly aren't cultivating that and we're giving it away and we're just selling ourselves, including our energy and how we react to something, to the industry, we will lose ourselves. You will lose yourself. You will burn out. You will not have as much confidence. It will not be as fun, and it probably won't be very sustainable for you. And I want that for you. Lower that pressure, increase that patience. Boundaries. It's okay to have boundaries in this industry. The industry doesn't want you to know that, but it is. And in fact, it is vital to your career sustainability, your happiness, your success. So figuring out what those boundaries are, not necessarily trying to be perfect about them, but just helping them guide you so that you can stay safer and more sustainable and happier, and kind of figuring out, okay, if something unsafe or feeling unsafe occurs, what do I need to do? Or how do I want to approach that? If someone's bullying you, I've been through that. If someone is inappropriately interacting with you in a different way, I have been through that. How do you plan? And I don't mean to trigger anyone, but how do you plan to approach that in the moment? Because when you think of it ahead of time, you're so much more set up for the, to protect yourself in that moment better. I did do a video about boundaries a few weeks ago, so I will link that below. Next, being quiet on set or at rehearsal or whatever, backstage, being quiet. I've just naturally done that my whole life. I know that that's not always how everyone else is, and it can sort of set you apart in a light where you look perhaps antisocial, or, you know, if you have resting face like I have been told that I have in the past, it can cause you to look a certain way or come across a certain way. So I always say at the beginning of every rehearsal or when I arrive on set, you know, I just say, hey, I tend to be really quiet, And it's nothing personal. It's just me and how I am. And personally, I think that, that's just kind of what you need to be doing anyway as a professional actor or actress or performer. But a lot of people aren't that way. And I do a lot to protect that because I'm there to deliver a promise. I am there to deliver a product that someone else is trusting me to do. And I also want to make sure that I'm staying sustainable in that moment so that I can feel good about it and more confident about it. Modifying how to memorize stuff and go about various elements of your career. I did a few workshops about that before the pandemic, and I do actually, I've been asked to by SAG-AFTRA to host a memorization workshop coming up in the spring, so I'm really excited about that. If you're interested in learning more about those techniques, feel free to let me know below. I have had coaches along the way, directors along the way, people along the way, casting directors, managers who have eroded my confidence. I showed up feeling really good, and so many times years ago, it really, honestly, it set me back. So of course, strengthen your network, your social network, but constantly filter out who is toxic to you or acts toxic to you or other people. Surrounding yourself with people that are healthy for you, that build you up. Balancing your lifestyle and career. Identifying what your priorities are. Friends, family, rest and relaxation, health. So much of the things that are in our lives as non-actors and actresses are not important to the industry. So the industry machine is going to tell you and act and reward you for not prioritizing things that the rest of you needs and desires and wants, and actually helps you to have a stronger foundation and grounded feeling. And so much of that industry wants you to rely on just the industry, but the industry is uncertain. The industry is full of unknowns and disappointments. So to give our power and our prioritization mostly to the industry machine can cause you to feel more burnout, less sustainable, less grounded, less happy, less confident, all of those things. I do a workshop about this specifically, how to meld the two, because so often it feels like they're so separate and they can clash really easily, or one's fighting over the other. Figuring out in a way that works best for you how to incorporate and have them work together so that it's smoother and it's not as jostling for you or the people around you. Running your own race. Really focusing on what you need to do, because everyone's race is going to look different. I know that there's panic and comparison, all of those things, of course. But I think when we run our own race, it really helps us to not be as distracted. And it helps us to feel good for other people. And it doesn't feel very good to be angry about someone else's success. I don't think it's very fair. It doesn't do anything except affect me and possibly make them not feel very good. So really thinking about where my energy is going, where my focus is going, and what kind of atmosphere am I helping the industry to be? Am I part of the problem? Am I helping to self-perpetuate certain toxic ways of thinking or acting? And going about my career that don't really help anyone? Or am I focusing my energy, time, and actions on myself, being better, growing, and helping others to rise higher too? I think you'll go faster, you'll have a healthier circle, a healthier network, a stronger network, and your confidence won't be shaken because everybody around you is probably going to succeed at some point. And if you're constantly worried about that or affected by that negatively, that's not going to serve you or work for you or them. I could go on, but anyway, there you go. There you have it. Continue learning. Always be in a state of growth. It helps you to stay more open-minded. It helps that ego to not get in the way a lot. And it helps you to be better and better and network more, meet more people, find your tribe. Taking breaks, making that part of your healthy lifestyle as an actor or actress. And knowing that any little ripples that you might be making, even if you're taking a break, anything small means you're still in it. It means you're still there. You're still in that process because, again, it is a huge adventure and journey. Even if you make it to the top, you're still having to navigate a bunch of stuff in this industry. Follow your gut. Get to know your gut. Cultivate that gut, that social gut, that safety gut, that should I or shouldn't I take this job or audition gut. Get to know it because anyone can join this industry. So making sure that you follow your gut, even if you end up being wrong about your gut, say you say no to something and it ends up being the most amazing project and amazing director that person's ever worked with, and you could have done it too. At least you listened to what felt safe to you, because what feels safe to you may not feel safe to someone else and vice versa. Just following what you need to feel good, to feel happy and sustainable, and surround yourself again with people that are going to work for you, work with you, and help you to go further. You can say no. I have done it. It is scary, but you can do it. And if anything, it helps you to look more confident and stronger to the people that you're saying no to anyway. Self-advocate. The industry, not that big on that. But if you want to be sustainable and protect yourself, self-advocating. I have not done it as much as I needed to in the past. There have been a lot of toxic situations that I was in. I did not self-advocate. I didn't know how. I didn't know that term. I didn't know what that looked like. And in the moment, I just didn't know how to do it. And even afterwards too, full panic, not knowing what to do. And a lot of the industry not being able to help me with knowing what to do. Okay, and the final act of self-love that I'm going to share with you today that I have found to be the number one is to literally prioritize self-love starting right now. There's a reason I don't refer to it as self-care, because to me, self-care says, oh, it's lighting a candle or it's doing this little thing or this little thing. No. Self-love. You are a human. Yes, you're also a tool or a product or small business in this industry. But the industry will treat you like that. The industry treats you as a tool. The industry will not give you the love that you need. You need to give you the love that you need to help you reground, feel good and confident in those moments that challenge that. When the industry tries to destroy that or undo that, you have so much self-love within you and so much experience with that. You're so much more grounded and solid within yourself and your space that it doesn't matter what the industry tries to tell you. You can rely on yourself, prioritizing your sustainability, prioritizing your inner peace, protecting your inner peace. And you will go further. You will have more sustainability, more joy, more success, and more confidence through acts of self-love. Thank you for being here, and hopefully together we can help change the atmosphere of this industry, starting with ourselves and working together. Mwah. I'll see you next time. Bye.